Well, thanks for joining me. This evening I'm in London and I'm here at Brisbane Road for a match in League One of the EFL, or if you're old like me, the English Football League. It's a match between Leyton Orient and Stevenage, and it's a game I'm really looking forward to seeing. Well, it's not just a match I'm looking forward to. This is a proper old school ground and I'm looking forward to seeing what the atmosphere is like. When I watch the highlights on ITV4 on a Saturday night, it always looks like this place conjures up a really good atmosphere. It's proper old school ground. And even though the place has had some development in the last decade or so, it still feels like it's got a real good feel to it, like a proper olden days football ground. So I look forward to seeing that. Of course, Brisbane Road has been the home for Leyton Orient for almost 90 years. Before that, they had quite a nomadic experience in their early days. Of course, they started off as Clapham Orient, I believe. But it's not inconceivable that had things been different a decade ago, that this wouldn't actually be the home ground for Leyton Orient. Indeed, after the London Olympics of 2012, there was a lot of discussion about what would happen to this, the Olympic Stadium, once the Games had finished. Tottenham expressed an interest in it, so did West Ham, and there was a bold proposal by the then Leyton Orient owner Barry Hearn to reduce the capacity of this ground and move in Leyton Orient. Well, that never came to fruition, and as we can see, this is West Ham's home ground. It has a capacity of 60,000. Be interesting to see whether Leyton Orient supporters are disappointed with that. Was that an opportunity for the club to grow? Or did they dodge a bullet? Because I know that not all West Ham supporters are pleased with having this as their home stadium. So one thing that is unique about Brisbane Road is the Justin Edinburgh stand. Justin was O's manager when he passed away at the age of just 49. He was hugely popular with the O supporters, and the club have named the Justin Edinburgh stand in his honour. Well, I am the vegan GroundHopper, and I do like to sample what there is available for vegans, and I'm glad to say I'm having a really nice London experience. I've got a pie. I'm listening to Chaz and Dave in the background. I don't know whether you can hear them. But yeah, it couldn't get more London East End if I tried. I've got a bean Tuscan pie, which I'm going to be having right now. I've got a black coffee, and I'm listening to Chaz and Dave. It doesn't get better than that. So inside Brisbane Road, we can see this beautiful old stand here. All the ironwork there in the roof, and proper good old school stand. The other three stands are a bit more modern, and you can see the developments above the top of the stand there. There's apartments built on the outside of the stands behind either goal. And in the corner, that is quite an innovative solution to modern city living. People can actually view the pitch from the comfort of their own home. They've got a little balcony out there too, which is quite cool. And there's just an Edinburgh stand on the far side. And we can see here the Leyton Orient goalkeeping team going through their paces. So that is so iconically Leyton Orient, that quintessentially, you know it's Brisbane Road when you see that. That's fantastic. And thank you especially to the staff here at Leyton Orient who've let me pitch side to take this view. So it's Leyton Orient versus Stevenage in League One. Orient need the 3 points to keep their playoff hopes alive. And 1-0 to Orient from a corner. So half-time, it's 1-0 to Leyton Orient, and they had a gorgeous, really delicious pie before the match, but it's still time for my half-time treat, and that's the Milky Way Magic Stars bar. So that'll be nice. So it's a pretty rousing reception from the Orient players there, from the supporters who stayed behind to congratulate them on their win. And it was a very hard-earned win here tonight. First half, Orient definitely had the better of the play, but then Stevenage really did press. And it looked like at the end it might be enough to get the equaliser, but as it turned out it wasn't. Well, my experience of Brisbane Road here tonight has been a really positive one. This is a proper good old school ground. The stadium is nice. Three sides, it's modern. This side, look at that, it's good, it's old school, and a good atmosphere. Stevenage came and brought a good vocal support, and the Leyton Orient supporters really came vocal towards the end. It was a good experience to be here, and when I do ground hops, I always find that if it's a home win, the experience always feels that little bit better. So tonight, there's a lot that was good about it. Most certainly, the pie that I had before the game. This joins some of the other grounds in London, like Crystal Palace, where else is there? Millwall, West Ham. These are places where you can get, vegan food at football matches. Leyton Orient, it was like a pie I'd not had before. It was really nice. So if you're a lover of football, come to Brisbane Road. You've got a real old school football feel. And if you're vegan, this is definitely a place that you can come along and enjoy the food that is available. So, good football, good grub. It doesn't get much better than that, really. Anyway, I really enjoyed coming to Brisbane Road, and I'm going to leave you now with some of the sights that I've seen in and around the ground tonight. Thank you for watching.
I know if I go, things would be a lot better for her. I had things planned, but her folks wouldn't let her. I don't mind all the guys dancing with my girl. That's fine, I know them all pretty well. But I know sometimes I must get out in the line. Better leave her behind. But the kids are alright. The kids are